First topic. After seeing what happened in Victoria, during next to the memorials, a lot of people jumped into the protests. People coming in saying they're anti-mask, anti-lockdown. Do we consider these people as conspiracy theorists and a bunch of high school dropouts, or do they have a point? What do you guys feel about that? Do you feel like these guys that are all against Corona and stuff, do they have an agenda? Do they have a point, or are they just aerating? What are you guys thinking?
I think there's levels to it. I think you get ones where it's like, oh, the government are deliberately contaminating the water after 8, like that type of stuff. It's like, so over the top. But I think when people go, oh, like the government are using Corona to push their own agenda on top of that, like they're using it to their advantage, then I can see where they're coming from. But depends what it is, where I see that at.
What about you, Jimmy and Ahmed?
Yeah, bro, nah, I don't see them as high school dropouts and conspiracy theories, bro. At the end of the day, when you're locked up for like 6 weeks, you're up and you're praying, like, yes, yeah, no more lockdown, you know what I mean? Against the people. But it's big, like, you know what I mean? It's a mix of people, bro. There's people in there, there's conspiracy theorists, there's people there that just wanna show their liberal rights. You know what I mean? Just protest for the sake of protesting. So, yeah, it is what it is.
What about Ahmed? What are you thinking about that?
In terms of the anti-mask and stuff.
Yeah, all the conspiracy. Are they conspiracy theorists? Are they high school dropouts? Do they have a point? What are you thinking about that?
I think this coronavirus is really like a lot broader than everyone thinks it is, bro, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think there's a range of different people that have gone through different things, and this virus has impacted them in different ways. Because there are people that are older, yeah, that will sit here and say, it's not fair if you're going to get rid of the masks, because then my life is at risk. Who are you to tell me that I don't deserve to live after I've been living for 50 years, paying taxes to this government for 50 years, and then you're not here to support me? But then you've got the other side where the youngins, obviously they're still young. We're all still young. We all want to experience life and everything. And in terms of that, it's more so that, you just see as the mask is bullshit because of the way the government's gone about it. I'm not here supporting like the government and Dan Andrews, but it's more so you just need to look at it from all perspectives.
Yeah. Everyone, from what I see, it's COVID is a subjective thinker. Everyone has their own story. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're older, you're at risk. You're a bit, of course, your life is potentially at risk. You're going to be more scared. You're going to be more cautious. If you're younger, you know what? I'm missing out on life. I don't have work. And if you think about it, if you compare the pair, there's people that have lost their family members to COVID. And then there's people that have no one in their families that ever had COVID. So there's two different sides of the scale you're looking at. There's one saying this doesn't exist, it's all a thing. And then this one is like someone's been impacted by it. You know what I mean? So like, it's like they say, what is it? I said it last week anyways, but it's like COVID's like racism. You don't believe in it until you experience it. So I feel like right now it's a bit, I understand how they feel. For example, if you did lose your job to COVID and you're sitting at home for 6-7 weeks and you're just hearing just delays, postpone, you're going to start thinking, there's something going on. There's something behind this. It's just not just the flu,
Especially with what the media did as well. Do you remember who was it, Channel 9 or 7? When they released the footage from Italy from early on in the year, when the coronavirus first, Channel 7, yeah? When you see shit like that, yeah, and you're sitting at home for 6-7 weeks, you're going to be sitting there and you're going to think this is all bullshit. Like, government's up to something. Because why is the media portraying something that isn't happening in your own country?
That's true. And then they're saying that the hospitals are overflown, they're getting flooded, blah, blah, blah. And then when you go to the hospitals, it's standard procedure. It's not even that packed. So, yeah, I feel like, I don't know, like, would you say what they did? So do you agree with the protesters rocking up on that day? And,
no.
So you don't find it?
Yeah, no.
What are you boys thinking?
Different, bro, but me, nah.
No.
At the end of the day, because you have to understand the people rights. You know what I mean? And I understand, like COVID situations are risk, you know what I mean? We have to take the rights. No man's above me, no man's below me, you know what I mean?
For me, I don't know. I was like in the middle kind of thing. Because like for me, I'm like, you know, I'm not going to deny them, you know, their freedom to do that, but they're also going to realize the circumstance behind it. And I think, you know, it's different ways they go about it, because, like, you know, they go there, then, like, they say the cops are bad, but the second they get there, they have all this, like, anger in them, so they're being, like, so rude to them. And, you know, these people are just doing their jobs every day, and I think, you know, I think people forget that, like, no one rocks up to a Macca's and just abuses every customer, but, like, in these past, like, months, despite with who the cop is or what cops have done previously, like, they still shouldn't be treated like that. Like, they just get, like, roasted hard, people throwing stuff. I remember when COVID first came out, a cop got hit in the face, one of them, with like a weapon or whatever it was, at the shops, because he was telling someone off for not wearing a mask. Like, that's crazy that, like, stuff like that's happening. But for the people, you know, I don't, like, condemn them or anything like that. I'm not like, you know, oh, they're idiots, it's just that. I just go, like, they shouldn't have done it, just because, like, the right now where we're at. But at the same time, I can see why they feel so built up, because, you know, it is isolation.
You need a way to express your frustration, man. You know, like, I feel like that's what I see is that's their way of saying, you know what, we're fed up. You know, that's their, like, everyone has different ways of highlighting things. You know, they did it on social media for weeks and weeks. They've been posting stuff, and all they get labeled as is conspiracy theorists. You don't know nothing. The government's this, so they're just like, you know what, I'm sick of this. We're gonna go out. Let's start a protest, and then that's what they did. You know, they went along with it. And with what are we gonna say?
No, keep going.
With what you were saying with the cops, there's videos. I don't know if you've seen videos around the suburbs and stuff. It's like a lot of cops. What they do is they go around and say statements like, you know why? So why citizens get angry? Like, coppers are saying, we're in this together. This is a battle. We're all in this together. But coppers aren't the ones that lost their jobs. They're getting paid they're probably getting a little pay rise because they're getting more shifts, because they're doing more roles. So imagine you're unemployed, you're angry, you're frustrated, you're at home. You come out to the streets, and then the copper tells you we're in this together. And this guy's going home. He's getting a good paycheck. He's getting his salary coming through. There's no issues. Imagine how you feel when you're on the other side. And this guy's telling you, go home, go back to your thing, go back home, chuck on a master's. Everyone's got a right, you know what I mean, to say what they say. Everyone's got their position, you know what I mean. I'm against all the conspiracies, but I can see where, like, not conspiracies, sorry, the ideas against the government and stuff, and why this lockdown's happening. But I can see why they're coming from, like, that angle. Yeah.
Which is what I wanted to ask you guys. What's your opinion on the whole lockdown thing? Did they go about it right, the government, or no?
No, they didn't. They stuffed up bad, and they knew it. Like, the issue was they listened to the people in a sense too much, because, you know, everyone was like, oh, I want everything to go back to normal. So they were trying to speed up the process. And so, like, I swear, like, they went all ham once everything opened. They're like, yeah, let's open this. People can hang out 20 people at a house. Like, this all happened only from 1 week of, like, no corona cases. They didn't wait, like, or 1 or 2 weeks. They didn't wait, like, that long. And I think we didn't, like, carefully look at what other countries were doing, like New Zealand, what other countries are doing, and go, you know what, this has worked crazy for them. Let's implement that here. But instead, we were so, like, off balance. It was like, yeah, really strict and relaxed, and then really strict again. And then that's where everyone's mad, because, you know, it's been like, how much? Like 7 months, 6 months now.
The whole year. It's a whole year.
Yeah, like the whole year pretty much. And I think, like, yeah, it's super frustrating. Everyone's missing out on, you know, the days we look forward to, you know, birthdays, family gatherings, you know, events. We don't get to see people. So, yeah, the more longer they make it, it's just a ticking time bomb, because everyone's so, like, built up. Yeah.
What about you, Jimmy? We can't hear you, Jimmy. What are you saying, Jimmy?
I'm saying that's crazy, bro. Yeah, but it's on and off. Like, yeah, lockdown on and then off and then on and then off, bro. I don't know, bro. It's been what? Oh, yeah. 8 months, bro. Yeah, it is what it is. At this point, it became the norm.
You know, the thing is, I'll tell you something. I'll tell you one thing I learned from this. Victorians, we're good people.
Yeah, that's facts.
On the real, think about it. Everything we went through, like, we did our best. Like, as a society, we did our best. Like,
yeah, straight up.
Follow it. You know, of course, you know, you get a few apples that don't, you know, fall far from the tree. But if you think about it, a lot of Victorians followed the rules, man, and abided by it, you know. And, like, if you compare this to, like, other places in the world, and they did what we did, bro, it would have been half the city would have been full.
Bro, man, why'd you start that off with Victorians are good people?
Yeah, we're Victorians. Come on.
Victoria's the place to be, yeah?
Victorians, yeah, we're great
You see
people.
it on our plate numbers,
place
man.
to be,
Victoria, the
bro.
place to be, bro. It says on the plate
Oh
numbers.
my days. Yeah, it ain't now,
Know what I
bro.
mean?
It's not now, bro. Nah,
Just think
it ain't
about it.
Not at the
Victoria-
moment, cuz.
Nah.
Not at the moment.
Nah,
Nah,
not now,
but
bro.
think
It's
about
locked
it.
down before.
No,
We're the
besides
only
that-
city in the
Huh?
whole world that's locked down.
I know.
Because our
I know
government
that-
from
no,
the
I'm not saying
get-go
that. The
could-
government. No,
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the government. I'm talking about the people. Victorians
the
are good
people.
people. We did
Yeah, fair enough. Nah,
collectively.
but I'm saying is
about it,
right
we
now,
did our
like,
best.
this
And then
lockdown is- But what do you guys honestly think? Like, do you think we like the lockdown should be ended, or do you think it's like government pushing their own agenda for something? Danny Andrews, this guy is having a laugh for the next 6 months. He's gonna be in office. State of emergency. So what do you guys reckon
yeah,
about
it's
this?
got, bro, I don't know, bro.
Think-
From
Think
what
with the numbers
someone-
going down like
my
now.
favorite one was someone called him I saw someone on Reddit. They said he's a power junkie.
Power junkie.
Yeah, like he just loves the attention and all that. I just laughed. I'm like, that's nice.
Bro, I still remember this guy's like in his 50s, still telling people he's on lockdown. Him with the grey hair.
Yeah, 3 more weeks. 3 more weeks.
Oh,
It is what it is,
Yeah.
but boys, you know what I mean? I feel like from my end, I'm just saying like I'm saying these anti-mask guys, they're not really like the anti-conspiracy theorists, all this 5G tower stuff. You know what I mean? It's like think about it, read into it, look into the depth, you know, read books, read journals and stuff on this virus and articles and stuff, and then have a say rather than just watching a video of that old lady that spoke about the 5G towers going up. That one went viral. Who is she? We don't know who she is. She just spoke good. So everyone said, yeah. And then, you know what I'm talking about, Hamid?
Yeah. But here's the thing, bro. It's like the government and the media doesn't provide you the resources to know about the virus. They don't talk about the virus. All you see on the news is the number of cases that have gone up.
Yeah.
The number of deaths that have thing, and how much longer we're going to stay in lockdown, and all the fear factors and everything. You know how the news is. It's all propaganda. It's all business. Yeah. They don't sit there and explain to you that this is the virus, why it's caused, the mutations that happen, how it is that people are asymptomatic. They don't explain anything.
Also, the how many people got tested? They don't tell you that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
they
don't
don't
tell you
tell you
nothing.
nothing about
They'll
this.
say
Because no, go.
they'll say
They'll say
20. They'll say 117 cases.
Yeah.
50,000 people got tested.
Yeah.
In that
They don't
day.
show you
Them
the
numbers
real
don't add up.
statistics.
Hey, but that's
They don't show you
actually,
the real
yeah.
statistics, bro.
They
Like,
really
the
don't.
amount of
They really don't.
When you look at the statistics around the world, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm very sure it's like coronavirus, more people die from the flu
And coronavirus.
than the coronavirus. So if you're going to show the people that,
Now, but the thing is,
No.
if they do that, they're gonna underestimate it. Do you know what I mean?
Also,
it's not underestimating it. It's not underestimating it.
Because
It's
we don't-
showing
because we
facts.
don't
They're not
know.
showing the facts. That's the issue, but
Yeah,
the thing is-
I see what you mean. But it's just they don't have the
They don't know everything.
resources and stuff
yeah, but
to
Yeah.
fight it. They don't know enough about it to fight, like, you know, have a vaccine and
they
stuff.
don't even have a
That's why.
vaccine yet. Yeah.
yeah,
But
like
at the same time, no, go, Damien.
No, go.
No, I was just gonna say at the same time, like you still gotta, if it's something that's like a global pandemic that's affecting everyone, your job as a government, you should be able to provide the information
Yeah.
accessibly.
Yeah.
That's all I'm just trying to say.
I was gonna say when you look at the statistics, I think that in comparison to the flu, what came up is that you got to look at not just like the deaths, but also the recovery rate of it. So for the flu, the death rate was a 1.8% like death rate. But the thing is with Corona, if the same amount of people cop the flu as Corona has a 5% death rate. So the levels to it is like it's higher. Like,
we still don't know enough about it, man, and I feel like we shouldn't underestimate it. But what I'm saying is, my personal opinion is, I can see why they're frustrated. They're saying it's something as small as a flu. The guys that are anti-mask, anti-lockdown, anti-corona, but that's the thing. We don't have enough knowledge to talk about. You know, like if we just let society go, how many people are gonna die? You know what I mean? Imagine that 5% of people instead of 1.75, as Damien said.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a tough topic, man. I can't even find a conclusion to this. This topic. There's no conclusion to it, man.
Right, because you can get someone who's older. Because you can get someone who's older, and they'll tell you a completely different story from their side. How they've lost maybe a wife, they've lost a friend or something else, and how it's impacted their life, how they view it. It's just, it's honestly
when
person to person.
when someone you love, like close to you, your grandma, grandpa, someone elderly dies, it affects the community as well.
Yeah.
For sure.